jump into a little bit more of describing who that son of perdition is and who actually everybody else is as well. But we're going to key in on the evil, which virtually would be these Edomites, man. So we're going to just break it down as to where they come from and a little bit of their history using the Apocrypha here in the book of Maccabees, man. So we start at chapter 1. This is 1 Maccabees chapter 1. And it happened after that Alexander the son of Philip the Macedonian, who came out of the land of Chedon and smitten Darius the king of the Persians, and the Medes that reigned in the stead the first over Greece. So virtually what that is saying, man, is Alexander was the first white man of his race, of his stock, which is what a steed would be, to rule in Greece. He ruled over the Grecians, who were originally the Japhetic people, who are now who we call the Hawaiians and the Samoans and those other islands.
Just to add on to that, brother, you see their armor and their idols, what they used to worship, because when I, in my youth, before I got into this truth, man, my mom had me in fucking Hulu. But man, you see their armor and stuff, it's built out of wood, but it looks the same thing as what you would see in 300. It's just made out of wood. It's the same thing, because those were those people making those helmets with feathers on them all the way to the top, and fighting with swords and spear, man.
That's right. And even when I was watching the rugby world games, man, and when them Samoan brothers broke down and did the haka, man, all I could think to myself was, man, if them brothers was armored up and doing that on the line, that would be horrifying. Because the brothers, he was walking amongst it, was lined up just like we are right now, and the brother was walking through. He gave a command, and all the brothers stepped to, bang. Hit him with the, and then they started going in, man. And I was like, hey, you know, at least if I was a heathen standing across from that, I'd be shook. Yeah, me myself, you know, come on over here, you know.
Get that ass.
And y'all Japhetic motherfuckers, y'all retarded, and this is recorded, and we see how y'all get down. And then if y'all was so bad, you wouldn't have lost your land to the white man like that. And this is the second verse here. And many wars, and made many wars, and won many strongholds, and slew the kings of the earth. So that's pretty self-explanatory. But virtually, what did Alexander do, man? He conquered most of the known world. He went through and was killing the kings of the earth, carrying that sack of kings' heads, like they show you in 300, because he was putting all the kings of the earth in the ground now. Did you start back?
Yeah, it started.
All right, cool. All right, so this is that. We're just gonna go down to the third line here and continue with this story. And went through the ends of the earth and took spoils of many nations, insomuch that the earth was quiet before him. Whereupon he was exalted and his heart was lifted up. So virtually, man, that's just talking about how Alexander went through and stole all the wealth, man. He went through and took all the spoils. What are spoils? That's what, when you go through a country, if we were an army and we invaded, so say, the bus stop and killed all the people over there and took everything that they had, we just took their spoils, right? If they all got iPhones, wallets, right? They all got a bad bitch, or maybe two, right? We taking all of it because we just conquered them. Mm-hmm. So that happened to us, man. That's what Alexander did to most of the known world, including the Israelites. And his heart was lifted up to do that, man. The Lord put the Spirit on him to do that. That's what Esau does. That's his blessing, man.
The Lord did that so prophecy can come to pass.
And he gathered up a mighty strong host and ruled over countries and nations and kings who became tributaries unto him. So when you talk about what a host, or in general when the Bible is talking about a host, it's not talking about somebody who graciously invited you to a party. That's a new speak definition of host. A host is an army, a military, a force, what would you call it? Any type of military action. Right, man. That's a host. So Alexander built a great army. He built up a great army, and then he went and ruled over all these countries and these other nations. And when you become a tributary, that's where if we, like I said, when we march over and conquer the bus stop. And conquer everybody, we take spoils, and then there's a few people there who have enough money that they're like, hey man, you ain't gotta drown me to death, or you ain't gotta behead me, I can help fund your war. So we take them as tributaries. They now pay us for their survival. Every time this brother comes around, somebody carts out a whole bunch of wheat to him because they don't want to get that ass whooped no more. That's what a tributary is. They was paying up to stay alive, man, basically. And after these things, he fell sick and perceived that he should die. So that's pretty self-explanatory.
And just to further on that, man, Alexander the Great was a faggot.
He was an absolute faggot. Yeah, that's
faggot
right.
lifestyle causes a little bit of a health concern.
It does.
If you didn't know so.
And that's why these Edomites' lifespans be so fucking short, man. Fucking homos and shit all the time. They be always doing all this wicked shit, man. They be wondering why they die fast. Look, I'm looking at this dude right now across the street, look me in the face, and he's sucking down a cigarette, red as all hell, probably ready to kill over and die from cancer right now. But he won't blame his death on cancer. I promise you. Fucking idiots. Excuse my rude speech, man. We're going down to 6 here. Wherefore he called his servants, such as were honorable, and had been brought up with him since youth, and parted his kingdom among them while he was yet alive. So it's basically the same concept. Like I said, we're gonna roll with the fact continuously that we conquered the bus stop, and we've got tributaries, we've got people who we've just absolutely destroyed, and now it's to the point that I'm getting sick, and I know I'm gonna pass, and I decide to divide my kingdom up with y'all brothers. So I give this brother the east, I give this brother the west, I give you yourself the north, and I take the southern half for my seed if I have it, and if not, which Alexander, I believe he did it, he had to give up his kingdom. You got all these, they had but yeah, man, so he basically split up his kingdom amongst his homeboys. He was also popping. His man was popping him. They had homosexual shit. They showed that in the movie as well, if you've ever seen that. They love to do that. They love to show you half-truths in movies and then turn and try to twist it. We just watched that movie King Arthur tonight, which in all honesty, when you watch it with the spiritual mind, it makes so much more sense.
Actually, what they're saying too, because they blatantly disrespect the Catholic original multitude of times, but they don't say that they don't have a God.
Right.
Okay, because there's a
They
time
never
he
say
said,
that.
He said he was praying, and dude looks at him, he just killed somebody. He said, "Man, your God doesn't live here. This is basically the land of my God."
He said,
This is
"Yeah."
my
He
God.
told him, "Man, your God doesn't live here." And and then the one dude asked the other dude, "Does that really work?" And he sat there and was praying,
Yeah,
and he was
making fun of
kneeling down, and
Yeah.
that's what he was saying, man, because you ain't supposed to be all kneeling and
Yeah,
shit.
you're supposed to turn face to east, man. Put your hands up.
And that brother looked at him like, "Does that work?" It was hilarious once you saw it with spiritual eyes, man. So this is the next line down. So Alexander reigned 12 years and then died, and his servants bear rule, every one in his place. So he broke his kingdom up, man, and gave it to his brethren or his homeboys or his lovers or all of the above, and they continue to basically just spread fuckery through the world. Because now you got all these Edomites that rule in Asia. Now you got Edomites that rule in Russia. Now you got Edomites that are in rulership in the Middle East.
all throughout Europe.
So you got wickedness throughout the whole world, and the scriptures are going to tell you that. So he basically put his seed throughout the world, and his brethren continued that. And after his death, they all put crowns upon themselves, and so did their sons after them. Many years, and evils were multiplied in the earth.
I got a piece of that right
Yeah,
there.
man. Go ahead.
This is Job 9 and 24, man. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He who covered the faces of the judges thereof, if not where, and who is he, man?
That's right, man. So that just tells you, man. That's two scriptures straight up right there to show you.
Shit.
What this is the first time that the Lord mentioned evil spreading throughout the earth. And then in the Bible, all of a sudden, boom, the brother pulled it out. In Job, he straight tells you that the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. We just identified the wicked.
Okay, and if we know that the wicked is the house of Esau, we got this is
And
Romans.
just and 1 second, brother. And just so that for you uneducated people, most of you already know that Alexander the Great is an Edomite or a so-called white man. But just for you that didn't know, that is his lineage. from the house of Cain, from the house of Esau. Go ahead.
And this is Romans 9 and 13, man. As it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated.
So all them people, man, that be talking about how the Lord, is about lollipops and gumdrops, man. Read that again. Say that again.
I just flipped that.
Oh, it's okay, man.
But it's
but you know the read.
It's Jacob. As it is written, Jacob have I loved, yet Esau have I hated.
So straight up, man. So let's talking about hate. Straight up in the Bible, the Lord hates these Edomites, man. And they're over here giggling and laughing and stuff, but He hates them, and it's hilarious. So I'm gonna go ahead and read on, man. I'm gonna read the next line down. And there came out of them a wicked root, Antiochus, surnamed Ephanes, son of Antiochus, the king, who had been hostage at Rome, and he reigned in the 137th year of the kingdom of the Greeks. And in those days went there out of Israel wicked men who persuaded many, saying, let us go make covenant with the heathen, and they that are round about us. For since we departed from them, we have had such sorrow. So they just straight tell you, man, that's talking about right there, that Jake was struggling, man. They were surrounded by the heathens. They was going through it. These Edomites was raising up, and he was talking about how they needed to make covenant with these Edomites to make their situation better. And that's just like some niggas, man. Because what do they do now when shit get hard?
Try not to avoid it.
Talk about how they hate the government so much.
Hate the government,
But be the first nigga trying to get a government check. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
They ain't really out here trying to do what they really need to do to bring this government down.
Marking onto His word.
Exactly, man. Put the Lord's government up, man, on the shoulders of the Most High, and that's in Isaiah. You got any steps you wanted to get, man? You got anything that you wanted to get?
It's kind of long.
Go ahead, brother. Yeah, go ahead, man. Bring it out.
The vision of Obadiah, thus saith the Lord Yahweh concerning Edom. Okay, so that's concerning the house of Esau. Do you want me to?
Yeah, keep on. Get the whole thing.
We have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is set among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. Okay, that's World War III. That's what we were just going through. And the Most High is coming back, man. And he's gonna have counsel with you heathens and with you Edomites up there in the valley of Jehoshaphat. And behold, I have made thee small among the heathen, because thou art greatly despised, man. The whole world hates Esau. It's not just Yahweh. Okay, he has made many enemies over his time of spreading wickedness through the world, like it was read in Maccabees. Okay, and the pride of thy heart has deceived thee. Thou hast dwelleth in the cliffs and the rocks, whose habitants is high.
Man, who does that?
You out of Mount Seir, man. Y'all people are from Mount Seir. So-called white people, the Edomites, are from Mount Seir, man.
That's where you get and Caucasian is not even something that they gave themselves, man. That's a self-name. Caucasian is a self-name that they gave themselves. At least I believe I heard somebody say that was true. And I have to research that, man. But I feel bad. Look at this. And you got that Chris Brown playing. Wow, niggas, man. I swear.
That saith in thy heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Thou hast exalted themselves as the eagle.
And who does that, man? These Edomites in every kingdom they've ever had, they do that. Exalt themselves as the eagle. They got that eagle in Rome, got that eagle in
mascot.
Yeah, man, that's their mascot. They love that eagle, man. They wear it so proudly. And they get all bent out of shape when we talk foul about it, but man, that's what they do. And read that scripture again, man. Read that again.
In thy heart saith, who shall bring me down to the ground? Thou that exalt themselves as the eagle.
And that's the spirit that these Edomites be in every day. They're walking around like shit is a game, like what we do. They laughing at us, but really the joke is on them, because they have made the greatest offense, man. They've basically just straight up spit in the Lord's face, man, with how they just sit and they're so proud. They're so proud of these vain things. They're so proud of their SR, whatever the hell it's at now.
They're a little jobs.
Yeah, man. They're little
ass all day.
When they get to 2017 escalate on credit and then pay it with credit because they got credit on credit. And it's true, man, flat out. And how the brothers talk about how we're lazy and they say don't do nothing, resort to doing shit that gets them in trouble to get money because you're forced into that. And that's how fucked up is that, man? That's straight Esau. Go ahead, man.
And thou shalt set thy nest amongst the stars. Hence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord.
And that's and straight up, man. That's right there. The Lord just said He's gonna fucking snatch Esau straight up out of that high rise. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna go and hide in the rocks. They're gonna go and hide in their little bunkers. They're gonna try and kill the 2/3, and they're gonna try and kill the chosen peoples and the damn, man. What's the word I'm looking for, man? They're gonna try to get at the elect, man. Straight up.
Just to further
yeah, man.
Yeah, that man. When he's talking about the rest of the stars, man. That's talking about how when they set the space program, man. That's really when America started falling.
Straight up.
That's really when America started.
It's been on a decline ever since, man. For real.
And if thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, thou art cut off, would thee have stolen it? They had had enough. If the grape gatherers came to thee, would thou not leave some grapes, man? And that's just talking about how Esau is out here. They have everything, man. There's no
devouring up everything.
There's no word I'm looking for.
Equality of wealth.
Yeah, there's no equality out here. There's no justice out here. Black kids get killed, the white kid get killed, and we all want to fucking riot.
And let me just I just want to bring this out, man, because of that all of this is prophecy, man, and because all these things happen, I just wanted to hit the scripture real quick just to let people know, man, this is why we are here right now, straight up, because this is the prophecy that in the Wisdom of Solomon that speaks on what we're doing, and this is Wisdom of Solomon chapter 5. And then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him, and made no account of his labors. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond at they look for, and they repenting and groaning for anguish of the spirit shall say within themselves, this was he whom had sometimes in division and proverb of reproach, we fools accounted his life madness, and his end without honor. And he is in the number among the children of God, and he has a lot amongst the saints.
Come on, brother, that's us, man.
And I break that down, man. That's these fucking clowns that you hear in the background laughing. That's talking about them, and that's why we're out here trying to teach our people, old and young, who the Israelites are, man, because it's them. It's not these other people that are, what does it say, man?
Let me get a Revelation.
Get that, man. Pull that out, because they are not the Israelites, man.
I know the works in poverty, in tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. Okay, because we out here, man, we don't live good, man.
Rich in the soul, man.
Don't.
We ain't out here living. We don't have shit. But the Lord knows our works and tribulations and the works and the tribulations of the people on this side.
And to be rich, man, you are to be an Israelite, man, to be of these people, okay?
Continue with that script, brother.
And I know the blasphemy of them that say they are Jews and are not.
Now that's pretty clear cut. That's pretty clear cut. And if you really don't understand that, then this ain't for you. If you really believe that read that again, man.
And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not.
Straight up. Now who's running around calling themselves Jews? Over there in the land of Israel, where everybody want to blow them the hell up. But they're the holy people. We're supposed to be at peace
on the earth when
we're supposed to be at peace when the holy people go back to the land of Israel. We ain't there. You know what I'm saying? There's no peace in the Middle East. It's about to be World War III. Nuclear missiles going to be hitting all over the place. Pretty soon. That is coming to America. Whether these clowns want to believe it or not. And they don't have to. Because they're going to be doing the same shit that they've been doing for the last couple thousand years when the Lord cracks the sky. And He's going to fuck them up the same way.
And fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days.
And how relevant is that to the people on this side? Every single one of these people have been in prison or are in prison currently.
90% of us.
90% of our people, man, are in prison. For what reason?
Slavery never stopped.
Because you belong to this tribe. You belong to this tribe, to the house of the Lord, and you've been subjugated and put down and destroyed to the point where you hearken on to Massa before you listen to the Lord.
And then let me hit Isaiah or Hosea 4:6 real quick. And actually, I'm gonna start at 1. Hear the word of the Lord, ye children of Yasharallah. For the Lord has controversy with the inhabitants of the land, because there is no truth, nor mercy, nor knowledge of Yahweh in the land.
And there's zero truth, man. There's no justice. There's no truth. You got people running around just saying blasphemy. You got men marrying men. Like, and these people act like it's just okay. We gotta accept it. You get force-fed that shit on television. There's nothing you can do. That's not captivity. You don't believe that we're in captivity? People believe that we're free. That don't make no sense, man. You are a slave. The same way you was a slave.
Social security number is.
Exactly, man. The social security number is slavery.
It's your slave chains without the chains.
Chains without the chains. You paying for your own enslavement.
And by swearing and lying and killing and stealing and committing adultery, they have break blood, and blood touches blood.
And that's all that our people do, man. And that's why the Lord is out here just allowing us to get jacked up. Just allowing it to happen. And it is going to change. People, oh man, brother, there's nothing we can do. Oh yeah, no, it's something you can do. Because the Lord said when 144,000 of these men come back to this sign, come back to the tribes, and come back to the Lord, and pull their damn pants up, and stop walking around acting like clowns, that we're going to get up out of here. We're going to get put in the seat of rulership. How could you not want to be a king?
And there shall be peace on earth, man.
There shall be peace on earth. Ain't going to be no IMBC missiles flying around destroying shit. Ain't going to be no random ass shootings. Because the real terrorists going to be in their place, man. Go ahead, brother.
And my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge.
And our people straight.
I will also.
Sorry. Go ahead, my bad. I thought you stepped up.
And I will also reject thee.
So straight up, man. So the Lord's gonna reject them, like brother just walked off, man. But it's cool. The Lord's gonna reject people who do that too, because that's what our people always do. They always listen for a minute, hear the Lord, and then they walk off, or they ain't hearing the Lord. And what the brother just read, man. Read it one more time, man.
My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge.
Our people don't know anything, man. They believe what they're told. They believe the shit they see on CNN. They believe what Esau says, man. There's no knowledge in them whatsoever. They have no understanding of what in the hell is going on, man. They are out here completely confused and completely lost, and they do not know which direction to head in. And when somebody actually shows them, they get offended. They get offended. And you won't hear this in no church, man. Go ahead, brother.
Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me.
Damn, man. So you can't even push the word right if you parking it onto the Lord, you calling him by the wrong name, or you doing the wrong things, and you ain't in these scripts, man, you ain't gonna have no understanding. Our people are lost because they won't open the damn book. And it's really about that simple when it really comes down to it. Go ahead, brother.
Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of Yahweh, I will also forget thy children.
So, man, when y'all out here hollering for Jesus and hollering for, what's her name, Mary and all these other, and Muhammad and Allah and all these other Lord and all these other names and whatnot, and when you get melted where you stand, or you get sprayed up, or you get ravaged, or you get choked to death, or drowned, or whatever the hell happens to you, whatever foul shit that the Lord brings upon your head, whatever recompense is coming your way, don't be mad, man, because y'all been told, and this is day and age of education, man, of enlightenment, of true knowledge. You got a script, brother?
No.
All right, man.
I got
but
I do have something to bring out, but I'll wait till y'all finish.
All right, man. All right, for sure. We'll get to it. But yeah, man, there's no excuse at this point that brothers don't know this information or ain't looking for it. Go ahead, brother.
And this is just another thing on knowledge. Whom shall teach knowledge? And whom shall he make to understand doctrine? Them that are weaned from the milk and drawn from the breast. For precepts must be upon precepts, precepts upon precepts.
So steps on steps, man, and that's what this is about. So if you got steps on steps, then you gotta understand it. You gotta be fed milk first, though, and we try to do that in a certain sense. But at some point, you gotta be able to be able to precept, to know that dang, the Lord's saying the same thing over and over and over and over. But you gotta read to get to that point. Our people won't even do that.
line upon line upon line. Here a little and there a little.
Dang. Straight up. And then you got to read a little here, read a little there. Hit a little bit in Genesis, hit a little bit in Judges. Whatever, man. And that's how you put it all together. Go ahead, brother.
But the word of the Lord was unto them precept upon precept upon precept, line upon line, line upon line, here a little and there a little, that they might go and fall backwards and be broken, all snared and taken.
Straight up. So, man, our people fall into that snare, man. They fall into the snare that is America. They get tripped up in the wickedness that is America. They get hyped shit, dancing around, listening to cool music, doing whatever, smoking, doing whatever it is that they got to do, man, to get that cool level up. Because they'll do it. Go ahead.
This is 15.
Because ye have said, have made a covenant with death, and will hell, are we agreed? When the overflowing scourge shall pass through, it shall not come unto us, for we have made lies our refuge, and under falsehood have we hid ourselves.